Introduction. It seems like everyone is talking about intermittent fasting these days. With this powerful training, you will learn what intermittent fasting is and how you can get started in the right way so that you maximize your chances of success. We will explain in this training how intermittent fasting works and how you can get the best results from it. Intermittent fasting is not easy, so we show you how to inspire and motivate yourself if the going gets tough. You need to choose the right intermittent fasting method, and we will show you how to do that. We will also explain the common mistakes you need to avoid and why you may need to scale up your intermittent fasting to achieve the best results. This and more is covered in the training, so let's get started. Intermittent fasting explained. With intermittent fasting, you will participate in a cyclical diet where you will fast for a specific period of time and then eat for a specific period of time. The period of time where you can eat will vary depending on the type of intermittent fasting plan you choose. You need to be aware that there are many types of intermittent fasting. In this training, we will cover some of the more popular ones and also recommend what we consider to be the easiest intermittent fasting plan to follow. We want you to stick with your intermittent fasting plan and not be unhappy and want to give up quickly. Fasting and eating windows. As you now know, with intermittent fasting, you will have a time to fast, which we will call the fasting window, and a time to eat, which we will call the eating window. You need to know what you can and can't do during these windows, especially the fasting window. The rules of the fasting window. When you are in the fasting window time, you cannot consume any food. You can drink water, but that's all. It is very important that you do not consume any calories when you are in the fasting window. The rules of the eating window. You can eat while you are in the eating window. It is important that you consume calories during this time. With intermittent fasting, your diet is a secondary consideration, so you could actually eat whatever you like during the eating window. The secret to success with intermittent fasting. If you really want to succeed with intermittent fasting, then it is essential that you are totally compliant during the fasting windows. This means consuming no calories and only drinking water. The reason that this is so important is that your body will turn to your fat stores as a source of energy. When you are in your fasting window, your stomach will be empty and your body will not have any food that it can use for fuel. It will have no choice but to tap into your stores of fat. This is exactly what you want, as it will burn that unwanted fat away. A lot of people struggle with weight loss because their insulin stores are full and their bodies are able to use the food they consume for fuel. Their bodies never get the chance to tap into their fat stores. Even if the person exercises, they will struggle to see any visible results. Go for a calorie deficiency. Although we said earlier that you could, in theory, eat what you like during your eating windows, we do not recommend this. You will be a lot more likely to achieve the weight loss results that you desire with a combination of intermittent fasting and a calorie-deficient diet. Calorie deficient just means consuming less calories than are recommended for your body type. When you combine this approach with intermittent fasting, you're going to see visible results a lot faster. This is important to keep you motivated to stick with your intermittent fasting. How intermittent fasting works. With some intermittent fasting plans, you will have an eating window of 8 hours each day and a fasting window of 16 hours. This means that you need to consume calories during the 8-hour window. So, you will consume less calories than you need during the 8-hour window, calorie deficit, and when this is over and you are into the fasting period, your last meal will be digested around 3 to 4 hours into the fasting window. This means that for around 12 hours, your body will have no food to use for fuel, and it will have no choice but to look to your fat stores as a source of energy. It doesn't matter if you are awake or sleeping, your body will always need to burn calories to keep all of the processes going, such as maintenance and repair. It will use your stored fat for this. The concept of intermittent fasting is very simple. There are no requirements for a low-carbohydrate diet, detoxification, a ketogenic diet, and so on. All you need to do to get the best results is be fully compliant during the fasting windows and go for a calorie deficit approach during your eating windows. It is no wonder that intermittent fasting is so popular these days. There are other health benefits associated with intermittent fasting as well that we will look at in the next video. Once you get into the habit of intermittent fasting, you will find that it is easy for you to maintain this lifestyle. Why intermittent fasting is better than other diets. If you choose another type of diet, you are constantly thinking about what you can and cannot eat. When people are used to eating whatever they want, it can be extremely difficult for them to change to a strict diet, and most people do not have the necessary willpower to maintain this for very long. The reason that intermittent fasting works better than other diets is because it requires a lifestyle change and not a complete change of what you eat. You're going to change your eating patterns by introducing an eat and not eat cycle into your life. Your focus changes from what you should eat to when you should eat. Although we recommend a calorie deficit approach to eating, you do not have to do this. This means that you have a lot more freedom during your eating windows than those people that are on a rigid diet. Please understand that intermittent fasting is not an easy ride. At first, you may find it very difficult to fast for a period of time. You will need to be resilient here and keep on going with your intermittent fasting. After a while, it will all become a lot easier. In the next video, we will discuss the benefits of intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting benefits. You may think that burning fat and weight loss are the only benefit of intermittent fasting. This is not the case. And in this video, we will make you aware of the other benefits of intermittent fasting. The main reason for your understanding of the various benefits of intermittent fasting is that it will provide you with the motivation to keep going. It is likely that you will experience some tough times with intermittent fasting, especially at the start. With these benefits in mind, it will inspire you to push through any tough times and keep going. Losing weight. If you were to ask people why they are embarking on an intermittent fasting regimen, the chances are that almost all of them will tell you that they are doing it to lose weight. There is a lot of evidence to support that intermittent fasting will help most people to lose weight pretty quickly. There are several reasons why intermittent fasting helps people to lose weight. One of the main reasons is that it helps to boost your metabolism, which helps your body to burn fat faster. Another reason why intermittent fasting is good for weight loss is that you are very likely to decrease the number of calories that you consume every day. This will lower your insulin levels and also help to increase your levels of growth hormone. It will also increase the amount of norepinephrine in your body. Studies have shown that intermittent fasting helps to increase the metabolism by as much as 14%. With a higher metabolism, you will burn more calories. Over a period of 3 to 24 weeks, you can lose weight at a rate of 8%, which is really impressive. A lot of people that participate in intermittent fasting claim that they see a reduction in the circumference of their waist of around 7%. This is all down to reducing the amount of belly fat that you have, which is the fat that can do the most harm and lead to serious disease. Another reason that intermittent fasting is better than other diets is that it does not result in the same amount of muscle loss. Muscle loss can be a real problem with diets that restrict calorie intake. Cell repair. When you participate in intermittent fasting, the cells in your body begin the process of removing waste cells. This process is called autophagy. It is all about the breaking down of the cells in your body. Autophagy also helps to metabolize broken and dysfunctional proteins that build up over time in the cells. The main benefit of autophagy, according to the experts, is that it provides protection against the development of some serious diseases, such as cancer and Alzheimer's. So intermittent fasting can help you to prevent disease and live longer and healthier. Insulin resistance. Unfortunately, there are more people struggling with type 2 diabetes today than there ever were before. It is more common with people that are considered obese. With diabetes, you experience elevated blood sugar levels caused by insulin resistance. If you are able to reduce your insulin, then you should reduce your blood sugar levels. This is a great way to protect yourself from type 2 diabetes. There have been a number of studies proving that intermittent fasting can help with insulin resistance. It can help to reduce blood sugar levels significantly. Some of the studies showed a decrease in blood sugar levels of 6% when people were fasting. When you are fasting, your insulin levels can fall by as much as 30%. This proves that intermittent fasting can help to reduce the effect of diabetes and prevent you from getting the disease. Improved brain function. Whenever you do something that benefits your body, it will often benefit your brain as well. By increasing your metabolism through intermittent fasting, you are very likely to improve your brain health as well. Another benefit of intermittent fasting is that it can reduce the amount of oxidative stress. Fasting can also reduce blood sugar levels and inflammation. By reducing insulin resistance, as we have already discussed, these things all, as well, help to increase brain power. There have been studies that show intermittent fasting helps to boost the growth of nerve cells. This also helps to enhance the brain. Fasting can also increase a brain hormone called brain-derived neurotrophic factor. If you have a deficiency with this hormone, then you are more susceptible to depression. One other reason that intermittent fasting can protect your brain is that it can protect you from the damage caused by strokes. So as you can see, intermittent fasting is a good way to protect and enhance your brain. Reduced inflammation. People that suffer from chronic disease often have a problem with oxidative stress. This can be a big problem with aging as well. With oxidative stress, free radicals are released. These are unstable and can react negatively with important things like protein and DNA. This can cause a lot of damage to the body. Studies have shown that intermittent fasting can build up the body's resistance to oxidative stress. There are other studies that show the power of intermittent fasting when it comes to fighting inflammation. So you now know that there are many other benefits that come with intermittent fasting, other than just the ability to burn unwanted fat. It is really worth bearing these benefits in mind when you embark on your intermittent fasting journey. If you find the going with intermittent fasting tough, then you can watch this video again to remind yourself of the many benefits that it can bring you. This should help you to focus and get you through any tough times so that you can continue with your journey. At no time are we going to tell you in this training that intermittent fasting is easy. It is going to take persistence and patience to get the results that you desire. With the many benefits of intermittent fasting, you can use this to inspire you to keep going. In the next video, we will look at some of the most commonly asked questions about intermittent fasting.